Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Tortoise. It's a Tier 9 British tank destroyer. It's located on the northeast spawn of Glacier, and it's under the command of Lomian EU, and this is the third of the replays that we're featuring with Lomian, and we'll see how he gets on in this one. Two ace tankers in the last ones. He had the Leopard prototype, that was the first ace tanker, and then he got the T-54E1, and that was an ace tanker. Let's see how he does in this one. Well, the Tortoise with the top gun is a 120mm gun. That's exactly what he's got. 400 alpha and penetration of 259mm of armour, and it goes up to 326 with the APCR. Now the A39 Tortoise, there's only a few of them were actually built, and one of them's at Bovington I should say, and the Tank Museum. It's a bit of a beast. It's huge, absolutely massive. Those tracks are, well, they've got to be seen to be believed. It's got massive armour at the front, and there's a video by Ed Webster, Armoured Archives, on YouTube. We'll put a link in the description at the end, or rather in the end titles, so you can go and have a look and see exactly how the development of the Tortoise actually happened. I'm sure Ed would be happy to take any questions, because he's a great chap. He knows everything about it. He really is the most knowledgeable guy, other than, of course, the usual players like David Fletcher, who've been studying it all their lives. But of course, Ed is providing the information that we can use in the format that we could use. I mean, obviously, David Fletcher also does videos, but I prefer the Armoured Archives ones. Lots of photos, descriptions about the tanks and how they came about. Not that I don't like David Fletcher's ones, I do like David Fletcher's videos. And of course, David Willey as well. But yeah, I think actually it's more that Ed's the sort of guy you'd expect who would actually have all the knowledge necessary to make your day interesting. SDA, nice shot. Average roll, 400. I do find Ed's videos very fascinating because, again, it does explain exactly why they came about with tanks in the way they did and how the designs worked. Oh, they got the M48 Platinum with an Amarak. That was the IS-3 who got him. Very useful if you're a tank enthusiast and you actually want to know a bit more about the vehicles that you're driving in the game. I find it's fascinating actually, because there's a lot of parallels between the game. The developers have actually managed to make some of these tanks actually work like the actual designs that they're supposed to be. Oh, don't get too close to the edge. About the designs that we're seeing here, he was getting very close to the edge there. There's a sort of like grey line that you shouldn't really cross on this map, because if you do go across that line, you are in a lot of trouble, because if you fall into the water, there's no coming back. I've seen numerous tanks go in the drink, and I've even done it myself, and it's amusing, but it's not helpful to the battle. Oh god, that Conway, I think he just received a double shot from the IS-22, and now we've got a mouse. Now this is going to be difficult because he didn't pen because the angle was wrong, and he's now bouncing rounds that are coming at him. He's going for the sweet spot, just hit the tracks though. That one from the mouse did hurt, and that was an AP round. He's still bouncing rounds coming from them. Puts one into the T-34, but takes a round back, and that one did pen. I think he wants to kill that IS-32 first. Got a low roll, use the wreck for cover, go for the turret. Didn't get it. He's going to have to push on the corner. Yes, there goes the IS-32, but he is going to act as a wreck cover for the enemy. They can just sit behind that wreck, covering their weak points. In fact, of course, I think he can get the T-34 though, because he can just aim for the upper plate and punch it through. Go for the weak spot. That's it. Yes, beautiful. 421 right through the weak spot. Got a high roll, but took around from the Leopard prototype off in the distance. Go for the weak spot again. Trying to go for the tracks, or between the tracks. He didn't get it. And the IS-3's gone, but he can act as cover for us now. Okay, go for the weak spot. Yes! Got him again! Low roll, 368, but again he got it right through that part of the turret, right next door to the gun. That was at the wrong angle. Go for it. Yes! 423. High roll. This mouse is being pecked away. He's obviously turned his turret because he realizes now that he is vulnerable. And again he gets one through, but it's a low roll this time. Yeah, that mouse must realize now it's inevitable. 361. Lomian's getting good hits on this guy. And again, one more shot. He's out the game. Is it? Yes, it is a one-shotter. Yes! Nice one. Okay, that's the second kill for Lomian. They've only got one heavy tank left now. It's the Conqueror. And I think he can probably get the Conqueror. But he's down to just 615 hit points. One of the bad things about the Tortoise was it was so wide. There weren't many bridges in Europe that it could actually cross because it was so wide. And I think that was one drawback that the designers really didn't think about the A39. You know, how are we going to get this thing across the bridges? There's the Leopard prototype who hit him earlier. And of course, Leopard prototypes, as you know, because you've seen his replay just recently, no armor. So anything that touches them is going to go through. But they also have that accurate 105mm gun. And he's now hiding behind the rock, but he will pop out to take a shot. Come out, wherever you are. Here he comes. That's it. I think if you fire into that bush now, he's there. It's a very fast firing gun as well, the 120mm. 5.6 seconds. It's pretty quick. There he is. Oh, that one just missed me. Pulled back just in time to avoid the shell. I think you should be moving forwards now. Yep, he's going to do it. Move towards the 257. The Leopard's probably going to take a couple of shots, but as long as you keep him suppressed, it's going to make life difficult for him. Okay, so he's got behind that rock. The enemy's down to just 4 now. The Leopard's taken up a new spot. Okay, he's pulled back. I think he's trying to help the Conqueror against the approaching horde. We've got Noobs and Scorpion G, T10. The 257 is coming with us. He's almost out of hit points though. Yeah, he's only got 37, whereas Lomian, he's got plenty, 615. He can take a couple of hits, he'll be okay. So long as they're low rolls. The Conqueror's moving, and he's still got a lot of health. Not for much longer though. It looks like he's being whittled away as well. And the Conway's sitting up there on top of that cliff. Now let's hope this 257 can get a shot into him and not the other way round. Oh, he put a round into the Conqueror. I wasn't watching at that moment. I was more watching what was happening to the 257, who did get taken out by the Conway. So he has got an enemy to his right, which he needs to avoid, but he can puncture that Conqueror, and he's gone. And that means there's only 2 left, the Conway and the Leopard prototype. And the Conway's hiding behind that rock. He's going to pop out though to take a shot if he can. If he doesn't, he is going to be dead with the next round. The Leopard is starting to take damage. He's taken 2 shots, one of which was from the Scorpion. And the Conway, when he's up this ramp, he's going to have to move. If he doesn't, he's going to be dead. That's it. Go the other way round. Force the Conway up so our teammates can get the shots. Oh, he just fired and he goes, which means now it's just the Leopard prototype. he's a fair distance away. He's where the Arty normally sits. He's only 95 hit points. And there he goes. That's the end of the game. The T10 got him. So, look at the bounces on that vehicle. Only one shot actually went into the right spot, and that was the Leopard prototype. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for low in EU in the Tortoise. It's not just any ace tanker. This was his first one in the Tortoise. So that's 2 brand new ace tankers he's had in this batch of videos. He got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he also got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in that game, and he also got a win rate of 6,704, which is Super Unicum standard and some on top. Let's have a look at the team scores and see how well he did. 5,645 hit points of damage, the next high scorer being that Leopard prototype with 4,944, and after that it was the CS59 on their team with 4,762. When it came to kills, it was the T10 who did the best. He got 7 kills in that game. He picked up a Top Gun, and 3 kills went to Lomian and the Conway on the enemy team. And then 2 kills to Leopard prototype in the CS59. Everyone else only got 1 kill apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was Lomian. There's 1,431 in that one. So he got 2 of the top of the columns, but not the last one, the center one for the kills. T10 took that one by finishing off a lot of enemy tanks. 1,431 base for the Lomian. 1,167 for the T10 and 1,167, the same amount for the 257, who sadly got taken out by the Conway as he came up that slope to try and kill him. The EBR-75 also picked up a Confederate during that game as well. He fired 24 rounds, got 20 direct hits and 16 penetrations, damage of 5,645 hit points, of which 1,170 were at more than 300 meters. He received 13 hits from the enemy during that game, only 3 of which penetrated, 10 non-penetrations. A lot of those came from the mouse as well, and 3,850 hit points of damage blocked by armour. 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 618 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 75,321 credits, and after repair and ammunition respawn, he did have to fire some premium ammo. He still made a profit of 4,639 credits. He received 2,146 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 4,293 experience points altogether. I love the way he was taking that mouse apart. If he wasn't hitting or trying to hit in between the tracks, he was putting the shells exactly in the right place, right next door to in line with the gun, on the turret, that weak spot. I don't know why the Germans put that there, but it's such a terrible weak spot. It's so obvious. You just line the shell up with the gun and shoot at the side, the cheeks, and the thing just goes straight through. And he was tearing that mouse to shreds. So poor guy in the mouse. He must have thought, oh dear, it's not my lucky day. He actually, Lomian managed to get 2,479 hit points from that one tank alone. Yeah, I think he probably regrets taking the mouse out on that occasion with Lomian about. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.